There's got to be a Montrealian. Montrealian? Montrealian, someone from Montreal?
It's Montrealais, but I don't know, Montrealer?
Montrealer?
I think?
I'm gonna say Montrealian.
Feel free.
Bienvenue à Montreal. This Canadian city is incredibly diverse, with unique culinary traditions and a captivating music scene. The eclectic mix of culture has helped create artists like Arcade Fire and Grimes. And visiting the city during the Pop Montreal Festival will give us an opportunity to really experience Montreal at its finest. So I've only been to mainland Europe one time, but everything about Montreal just screams the fact that Europe built this place. From the cobblestone streets to all these narrow alleyways. I mean, let alone most of the signs being in French. And I love it, because it's only an hour-and-a-half plane flight from New York. And also it's got music everywhere. To gain some true insight into the artistic landscape of Montreal, the first thing I wanted to do was to meet up with some local up-and-coming artists. So I met up with Zaina, Croy, and Unblonde to get their perspective on what makes Montreal such a unique city. This is like incredible.
Right? My city's beautiful.
It's like I want to just like open up my arms and do this and like dive into all of it. So I'm like a major fan of yours, kind of geeking out.
Come on.
No, dead serious. What do you see for the future? Where does Montreal scene go from here?
Well, I feel like amazing things are coming from Montreal. I feel it right now that every showcase festival that we have, I see people from all over the world coming to shows and just like trying to find new things.
Ain't no silence in the city, no.
The cost of living is so low that one can take control of their schedule. One is not forced to work a 5-day week, a 7-day week.
Man, that's huge.
At all. If somebody does that, then they're very comfortable.
I feel like it's easier for artists to spend the majority of their time doing their actual art, which I don't think is possible in any other major city in the world.
There's just like this vibrant diversity here, and I just want to know if it's like contributed to your sound at all.
Those sounds are all over the record.
So you literally like recorded the neighborhood and put it on the record?
I had a mic out my window like half the day.
People are so open-minded. People are so about different cultures, and it's an asset to the city. So
Absolutely.
like even in our slang, like, you know, we have the most like cool slang. We have something called franglais.
Is that like Spanglish?
Exactly.
I love it.
And it's just so us. You know, I represent the city, and the city represents me in a sense. You know.
That makes me feel amazing about what I do, and makes me feel amazing about my city, and makes me want to stay here and do this here for as long as I can, you know?
Wait, I gotta do that. I wanna do the thing. Since I came here to check out Pop Montreal, I wanted to meet up with the festival founder, Dan Seligman. Pleasure meeting you, dude. So we're about to celebrate the Sweet 16 of Pop Montreal Festival, right?
That's right, yeah.
You guys have kind of maintained the sort of grassroots vibe throughout the years. How do you do that?
It's not all about making money. You know, it's about friends and community and living. Philosophically, it was really important for us as we grew the festival to maintain that connection to the like community, the artistic community in Montreal, the scene here, you know? And I feel like in other cities that are more industry focused, whether it's LA or New York or Toronto, the spotlight's on you right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And here you can kind of like grow it and cultivate it a little more. Maybe you're not as influenced by like the trends as opposed to just like your own like unique thing, you know?
That makes sense.
And I think that's the best part of what makes Montreal interesting, yeah.
What do you want the rest of the world to know about Montreal that they might not know yet?
Montreal is really about the party, you know? It's like about those like hidden gem spots where you show up and all of a sudden you're in this like awesome vibe and there's beautiful people everywhere and people are dancing and it's good music. So that's kind of like what we try to do, you know? All right, so we just got to Club Pelgag show. We're downtown Montreal, and what's really dope is they got barbecue right over there, and they got vinyl right here. Records on records on records for days. Vinyl is back. Check this out.
The Beatles live in Montreal. We might have to get this. You were just telling me why you love Montreal. Tell me about that again.
I live in New York in the Meatpacking District, and I'm here in Montreal because it is the best city for culture and art in North America. It's like everywhere. It's a place where they embrace street performers, where jazz musicians can make a decent living, where there's festivals every weekend, and it's just a beautiful, open place.
Well, you heard it, not just from the locals, but from people who actually come here when they can be anywhere else in the world. I think it's pretty dope. Thank you for your time, man.
All right, brother.
Music is such a part of Montreal culture that every Sunday, whenever the weather's nice, people come out here to the foot of Montreal and they do what's called the Tam Tams, which is just a weekly meetup and a jam with a drum circle, picnics, and people hanging out. So we're about to go check it out. It's gonna be incredible. There's like mad people here. All right, let's go get in there. This is insane. I don't even know if you can tell how wild it is. This is nuts.
Montreal especially is a city where it's like Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. and the park is just full of people sitting, drinking wine. And it's like, who has jobs here? You know, it's like, but that's the thing, is that you can have that luxury.
How on earth are you doing that? That's what I want to know. I mean, I'm not doing it, you know?
But it's inspiring. I think it allows artists and creators to create. It has the space. You're not just like
Creation for the sake of creation.
Yeah, you're not just focused on like money.
Well, it's like using the money to provide the lifestyle instead of trying to dedicate your lifestyle to making the money.
Exactly. It's exactly that.
Pop Montreal starting up was just kind of like about showcasing some of that a bit, but also drawing people in from out of town like you all, creating a bit more of a spotlight for this community, you know, and it's now a pillar of the community that we have, like part of the support system that bands work towards, like getting a gig at Pop, you know, and that's a big deal for them, you know?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool, I'd say.
It is cool. So you guys are playing tonight, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look for me out in like the middle of the crowd. I'm so hyped. We'll see you guys later on.
Cool.
All right, the pressure's on.
Yeah. So let's go catch some live music. Let's check this out. Pop Montreal is a huge party, and after talking with the Deers, I'm pumped to see them perform on stage. I had such a sick time in Montreal. This city has a massive multicultural influence that inspires local artists and musicians. It's their passion and creative lifestyle that makes me want to be a fellow Montrealer, and I can't wait to come back. À prochaine fois. Do you think the music scene is going to keep growing?
Of course. You got people like me. How's it not gonna keep growing?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.